You can stop your sugar addiction in just 21 days, and I will tell you how. First, let's ask, why is it so difficult to stop sugar intake at all? Because sugar has this incredible ability to reach your brain, and it increases dopamine levels. That's your feel-good neurotransmitter. It also activates the opioid system in the brain, making you feel intense pleasure. And sugar, it causes addiction. Like morphine, like narcotics, you need more and more sugar to get the same pleasure. We call this tolerance, because over time, your receptors' reaction blunts and a vicious cycle starts. You eat more sugar to feel pleasure, and for the same level of pleasure, you need a higher dose. When you stop taking sugar, your body increases stress hormones. This causes mood swings and anxiety. Soon, you don't need sugar to feel good, but just to feel normal. So, if our brain is so prone to sugar intake, why is sugar such an important problem today? Evolutionarily, sugar was associated with nutritious foods. We were sensitive to it. But sugar in old times was packed with fiber and vitamins, like in fruits. But nowadays, we get added sugars, a much higher dose than we ever got before. And the problem is this: high glucose levels are toxic for your blood vessels and nerves. On the other hand, chronic high sugar intake drives insulin resistance. This is a condition where your cells gradually stop responding to insulin's open the door signal. Your pancreas must release ever more insulin to clear the same amount of glucose. Over time, this leads to type 2 diabetes and the cascade of complications that follow: nerve damage, vision loss, and kidney strain. If you just cut sugar intake cold turkey, it will cause symptoms: headaches, fatigue, irritability, mood swings, and strong cravings. We call these withdrawals. These discomforts peak around days 2 to 4, but they generally subside by the end of week 1. We'll start with tip number 7 and work our way to the first, the most important. So stay with me to the end. The 7th tip is using supplements that reduce sugar cravings. For this, magnesium and chromium picolinate are used most commonly. Typically, that's 300 milligrams of magnesium per day and 200 micrograms of chromium daily. Both of them reduce cravings and improve insulin sensitivity. Both magnesium and chromium are best taken with food. This slows gastric transit, enhances absorption, and minimizes gastrointestinal upset. The 6th tip, a consistent eating schedule. Most medical societies and guidelines recommend eating 3 times per day. Why? Because fewer than 3 meals increases appetite and cravings, while 5th and 4th meals, like snacks, offer no extra benefits. Aim to have breakfast within 1 hour of waking, lunch about 4 hours later, and dinner 4 to 5 hours after lunch. Ideally, 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. Try to avoid grazing, eating many small meals, especially in the evening. Instead of nibbling all day, stick to that 3-meal framework. And if you need it, add 1 small protein-rich snack. The 5th tip: after dinner, create sugar-free dopamine rituals. For example, after dinner, take a 10-minute brisk walk. It gives you satisfaction and lessens the craving for sugar. Or listen to music for 10 minutes. Music you love activates the nucleus accumbens and boosts dopaminergic transmission, giving a clear reward hit without the calories. Or simply brew a mint leaf tea or any non-sugar drink. 4th tip: you can use sugar substitutes, but be cautious. If you are very addicted to sugars, you might get benefits from sugar-free colas and artificial sweeteners, which are calorie-free. However, here's the problem. When you intake sweetness without calories, it's against normal human behavior. Your brain detects it, and it may potentially increase cravings and appetite, but this is still debatable. For some people, zero-calorie colas are helpful, while for some, they've been linked to increased appetite. Milk also contains some sugar in the form of lactose. Even though it has no high glycemic index, it still activates sweet taste receptors. If you want to cut sugars completely, it's better to avoid milk also during these 21 days. The third tip is choosing safe beverages. Here's a clean beverage hierarchy for your sugar detox: water, still or sparkling, herbal or green tea, unsweetened black coffee, or with just a splash of unsweetened plant milk. Moderate milk if you truly need a creamy texture. The second tip: pre-plan your meals and remove added sugar triggers. Remove sugary foods from your home. This prevents impulsive sugary eating, which is one of the crucial parts of the whole story. Just self-monitoring alone is enough to reduce sugar intake 4 times without significant effort. Simply do not bring sugary foods home. And here's practical advice: it's better to eat a breakfast with more calories and dinner lighter. This gives you a sense of satiety and decreases appetite compared to a late night feast. And the first tip, the most crucial one: intake proteins and high fiber, especially at breakfast. Starting the day with 2 eggs is considered one of the best strategies for satiety and for reducing glucose spikes throughout the day. During the day, aim for at least 50 to 100 grams of protein for satiety and to reduce cravings at each meal. Start your meal with protein. It can be meat, cheese, or other dairy products with high protein and low fat. Add soluble fiber to your diet. Try adding 5 to 10 grams of psyllium husk into your soups or smoothies, or include 5 to 15 grams of ground fenugreek seeds in your meals. Soluble fibers form a viscous gel in the gut, slowing carbohydrate absorption and reducing 2-hour post-meal glucose and HbA1c levels, as shown in multiple randomized trials. Taking proteins like whey protein or casein is also highly beneficial before a meal to reduce cravings. To decrease glucose and sugar absorption, you can use 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar before a meal with a glass of water. It slows down gastric emptying and reduces peripheral glucose uptake. Also, chew slowly and thoroughly. Aim for at least 20 to 30 chews per bite. Stretch your meal over 20 minutes. This mastication training widens the glycemic curve, blunting high peaks, and can reduce early post-meal glucose levels significantly. And as a last kind reminder to break this glucose addiction, healthy sleep is crucial: 7 to 8 hours per night. Stay hydrated. For example, drink 500 milliliters of water before meals. It will reduce total calorie intake and is responsible for hydration. Manage stress proactively. Chronic stress directly heightens food cravings and BMI. Stress reduction techniques like mindfulness, yoga, or breathing exercises break the stress craving link and reduce emotional eating. And finally, chew sugar-free gum. Chewing gum for at least 45 minutes suppresses hunger and cravings by up to 10% and promotes fullness, offering an easy, no-calorie oral fixation substitute for sweets.